you know, on Eid. I know it's here next year, but on Eid I'm actually going to do something like that. So stay tuned, don't go away.
Hello there and a warm welcome, and thank you for joining us once again on yet another exciting episode here in Sunrise at See You Just in Time for your favorite segment. And we are talking lifestyle, beauty and wellness. Now this particular morning, I'm going to be teaching you tips and tricks on how to design a fruit platter. Now, you do not want to wake up in the morning and you're looking at fruits and they're just so boring. You want to have different designs, you want to have different colors, something that you will eat. Remember, before you even eat something, your eyes first see it. So if you like what you see, you'll definitely eat it. So first things first, I'm going to wash my hands and then I'm going to wear my apron. Then we're going to start chopping. Follow me. So I have bananas, I have mangoes, I have the apples, I have the real oranges, leave alone, not this type, but I have this type and then I also have this type. So this is the yellow, real yellow orange, and this is the orange that is green. And then here I have some grapes that are red, and then I have also grapes that are green, as you can see, and also of course I have already washed them. And then I have some strawberries. Now, the thing about making a fruit platter is you can make it, I mean, on a Sunday morning. If you're waking up on a Sunday and you're maybe probably preparing to go to church, or you want to invite your girlfriends and friends over, or if you're a man and you want to invite your fellow male friends, you just want to have to prepare this early in the morning. You know, it's something that you can eat. It's something very simple to make. And the trick about this is that you need to have an assortment of fruits. You know, you want to have different colors because then you'll be able to design it easily. So me, I have a bit of yellow, I have a bit of green, and then I have a bit of red. So all this will definitely make the platter worth looking at and definitely eating. So the first platter I'm going to design, I'm going to use an oval plate. Yes, you also want to be very mindful on exactly the kind of plate or board you're using. So for this one, I'm going to use an oval plate because I'm trying to craft something that will not only entice the adults, but also the children to eat this particular fruit platter, because many times children are not really good fans of fruits. I, for one, I didn't like fruits while I was growing up. So okay, let's get chopping. First things first. I'm going to have, let me start with the grapes. So these are my red grapes that I'm getting, and then I'm going to have a bit of strawberries here as well. Remember, I have also washed this. I like to soak my fruits in vinegar for some time so that there are just no germs or bacteria or anything of that sort. So I'm just going to get a few, and this is what I'm going to do. You want to take off the green part, so I'm going to slice it and make sure the green is off. Just make sure the green is off, and then I'm going to cut it in the middle. So I'm just slicing it. And for a fruit platter, you have to be extra careful with the kind of shape that you're giving them, because the shape that you give them is exactly the way your fruit platter is going to get out, yeah? So I'm just going to keep cutting them up and just putting them on the side. If you're just joining us, you're watching Sunrise at Sea, and this is the wellness segment, and what I am doing right now is just making or designing a simple fruit platter that you can make at home on a Sunday, on a Monday, that you can make for your babes and booze, depending how many you have, or you can make for your children, even as they're rushing to go to school. Yes, so that's just about it. You also want to make sure that your chopping board is kept neat and clean. It's very important that you make sure that where you're cooking from is extremely clean. Yes. So now that I've done that, the next thing I want to cut is my pineapple. So here, this is it, right? This is my pineapple. So I'm going to slice up my pineapple, and I'm going to cut it into round pieces. Now the reason why I'm cutting it into round, because again, we are designing a fruit platter and you just want to make sure that you have the shapes right. And here's the thing about fruits. I love to eat fruits, especially when it comes to a pineapple. It's really good. It's rich in vitamin C. You just want to make sure that you have fruits every morning before even you go to work. I love to eat fruits before I go to work. And the pineapple also helps me with digestion. I sometimes really have digestive issues, so the pineapple really comes in handy. So I'm just going to make sure I cut the pineapple in a triangle shape. Now again, not only are fruits good for our skins and and keeping us in good shape and making sure that we are healthy, but also I am going to be cutting them in triangle form. You see what I'm doing? I am making sure they are cut in triangle form because I am designing a fruit platter. So everything about a fruit platter is that you have to cut the fruits in a particular shape. So I'm just going to put this here and then cut the rest. I'm just going to cut this up. Again, the reason as to why I'm actually peeling off this cover is obviously no one eats fruits. Well, I've not met anyone who eats a pineapple with this cover. And the thing about a pineapple is if you're not careful and you do not take off this cover well, you will see that some remains, and if they remain, they can actually hurt you. Like you can get wounds on your tongue and stuff like that. So it's very important that we cut all of them off and make sure that they are ready to go. Now, I don't know if I'm the only one, but I love to eat this. So I'm chopping up my last pineapple. We're just gonna go quick. Yeah. Really quick. Half, into half, and into half. Yes. Again, the beauty is that you are meant to cut them in different shapes. So now, I'm just going to arrange them. If you realize, I'm arranging them in a certain way, just in the middle of the plate itself. I'm arranging them in a certain way. We are designing a fruit platter. That's what we are doing now. So I'm going to put all my pineapples in the middle. I'm putting them in the middle for a particular reason, which you're about to see. Yes. Yes, that's what I'm doing. I'm designing a fruit platter. And then I'm going to get my strawberries, which I chopped. So these are the strawberries. And I'm going to put them around. Just around my fruits like this, Just making sure that they are around. Again, the thing about a fruit platter is that you have to make sure that everything is cut very well and designed very well. So depending on the kind of maybe board you have or something like that, you may want to make sure that you have the right fruits and you're cutting them the right way in order for them to come out with that shape that you want to bring them out in. Yeah. platter. I don't know if you're able to see this. You realize up here we have the ears, and then these seem to be the eyes or something like that. But I have made my first fruit platter, and it's an assortment of different fruits. I've actually made a fruit platter. Very simple, easy to make. You may use 1 to 2 fruits, 3, 5, I mean, depending on the board you're going to use, depending on how much time you want to use, you can make as many as you want. And this is such a beautiful thing. If I walked into anyone's home, or if I walked into a restaurant and I saw this, I would actually want to use this because it's amazing. Yes, that's what I told you. Sunrise at Sea is a fully packaged breakfast show. We bring you so many things that you can wake up in the morning and you're glued to the TV. We bring you how to make fruit platters, we'll let you know how to make mojitos, we'll let you know how to do water aerobics. So many things that have been lined up for you. But anyway, time is not on our side, and that winds up what we had for you this morning on Sunrise at Sea. Don't blink.